Today we're doing one of my favorite soups to have. It's a Chinese style vegetable soup. You know the soup I'm talking about. You go to buy Chinese food and before you really get into the full meal, you need a little something to break the gas and thing. Something light, brothy, but delicious. But the thing is, the past couple times that I bought this outside, it was sweet. Like it tastes like they put sugar in the soup or something sweet in the soup. I did not like it, did not enjoy it. So I say, you know what? I'm gonna stay inside and make it. So today, that's what we're doing. We're gonna make a real nice Chinese style vegetable soup. And of course, this is the type of dish you could easily turn into a ready fridge special and use whatever you have in a crisper to make it delicious, nutritious, and just, fulfilling. But today I've been a little intentional with the ingredients that I'm using because I wanted close to the vegetable soup that I would buy when I'm going to buy Chinese food. So I'm using some ingredients that you should be familiar with. Going in with some pak choy, cabbage, carrots, onion, garlic. And I find of late an ingredient that has been missing from the vegetable soup when I buy it outside, ginger. For me, a nice Chinese style vegetable soup must be heavy on the ginger. So the first thing I want to do is put the rice noodles to cook. And you don't need to boil these rice noodles like it's regular pasta. You just need to put them in a bowl like so. So you just want to add some boiling water to the rice noodles. And I like to cover it with a plate. So you want to set this aside, and by the time you're ready to finish the soup, these noodles will be finished cooking. Alright, so going in with one large onion. I'm going in with about a 1-inch piece of ginger. I'm not going too heavy on the garlic, so I'm just using 2 cloves here. But of course, if you wanted to use more, feel free. I mean, this is one of those recipes where it's literally up to your preference in terms of the quantities of the ingredients you use. Using some chive as well. Let's cut off the ends here. And using the green as well as the white parts of it. Some of this we're using in the actual cooking of the soup, but some we'll be saving for garnish. Alright, so we had to go in with some carrots, and similar to peeling ginger with a spoon, you could also peel carrot with a spoon. So just scrape like that. Cut this into thin slices. You want the carrots to cook, but you don't want it too soft. You still want them to have a little bite to it. So cut it thinly, and that will reduce the cooking time significantly. Just gonna cut this cabbage down in half like this. Decore it. Just cut the core out like that. Last but not least, we have the pak choy here. Just gonna cut off the end. So you could cut the stems about 1/4 inch thick. But when you reach to the leaves, you could go a little thicker and do like 1/2 inch. Okay, so we have all our veggies prepped. Now it's time to cook this soup. Alright, so to get things going, I have my wok on medium-high heat. Gonna add a little bit of oil to the pot. Our onion, garlic, ginger, and chive. I'm not really looking to develop any color on this. There's a real quick saute that's happening here. Wanna go in with my carrots and the cabbage one time. Also add in the pak choy. At this point, I want to start the season, going in with some MSG, some 5-spice powder. Even though we're using 5-spice powder, I still like to go in with a little bit of fresh star anise. So let's add in 3. Now we're going to add boiling water to the wok. Not room temperature water. We need it to be boiling, because that will speed up the cooking process. At this point, I want to go in with some dark soy sauce. So I also want to season with some black pepper and just a pinch of salt. Give this a stir. And the thing is, as I said, this ain't taking no set of time to cook at all. As soon as our carrots are tender, this is done. Just looking at this carrot here, I've seen it a little translucent. I could tell that it's cooked. It is at the point that I need it to be. The star anise swell up in the pot, so I know that it is imparting its flavor into the dish. So I think we are done here. This is all we need. We're good to go. So I just want to turn off my heat. And the last thing I want to do here, and I feel like there's something that, you know, Chinese restaurants don't do again. I mean, I might be wrong, but I really don't taste it in the soups. Is just dress it with a little bit of sesame oil to finish. And that is it. Finishing touches. Boom. We're done. Alright, so our noodles are fully cooked. Just gonna get some into this bowl. Now we're just gonna ladle the soup into the bowl. Just garnish it with a little fresh save. And boom, there's it right here. Our Chinese style vegetable soup. So I want to taste this broth first because the broth is everything. Broth is life. Yes. Yep. We're getting the flavor of the ginger, onion, garlic. Of course, the 5-spice powder just rounding everything off. And the star anise adds, yes, it has star anise in 5-spice powder, but for me, I like to add the fresh star anise because it does just kind of punch it up a little bit and just give it a real nice flavor. And that combined with the sesame oil as a finishing is a beautiful, beautiful broth. For me to really get the satisfaction of a Chinese style vegetable soup that I used to get a couple of years ago, I had to make it for myself. But if all you know of any Chinese restaurant in Trinidad and Tobago that are doing it like this or even better, please hit me up in the comments and let me know. I would love to check them out. So if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and give it a share. If you want to try this recipe, look out for a link to it in the video description. And as always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Mm-hmm.